Hello and welcome back to the second round of the Highlander EU Newbie Cup Season 2, sponsored by STN Trading. It's going to be the second of our second round games we'll be covering today. It's going to be Fromp versus Mediocre Mercs, once again on Lakeside. But I'm not going to be here for this game. I'm going to be handing you over to Scrambled and a new boy in the block, Extrasolar. Take it away, boys.
Hello. I'm excited to see this game being played because I said last time, the Mediocre Mercs last game, they looked like they really knew what they were doing on Lakeside, and having a team that really knows what they're doing versus another team which could potentially really know what they're doing, they were structured on upward. So we're going to potentially see a really fun game to watch today.
Oh,
How
absolutely.
Are you doing,
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you, Scrambled. I've heard good things about Fromp. I'll tell you the truth, I haven't really done my homework on these teams. I've only actually been here for the last match. I've had some keyboard troubles over on my end, but I've heard good things about Fromp, and I saw Mediocre Mercs play very well in the last game. I found, although Dud Squad had some good DM, I think what Mediocre Mercs where they really shined was their coordination in team fights.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the great hidden skills of Highlander is getting your entire team to really be in sync and all press W at the same time, and that really is just half of the problems of the format. Like, you can go from an open team to a top mid team just by having that coordination. And I think particularly with their heavy man tilt, they sunk a lot of heals into him, and he did a lot of work around the mid fights. And it's just the little things that they know, like they headshot the demo man on the other one, Rocky, in pool, and that meant that they really knew they could get super aggro onto him. Like, even though he wasn't dead, he was as good as dead because he was just waiting for his mirror to come back up. Really good stuff. I think we're going to have a really good game.
Well, Lakeside is, I said it last game, Lakeside is sniper map, but it's also a heavy map. It's probably one of the strongest heavy maps, and both of these heavies, from what I've seen, are very strong. Like you said, they just sunk heals into, what was his name? The Mercs heavy.
Mantle.
Mantle, yeah. They just sunk heals into him and let him do his thing. Kill everything that dared contest the point.
Yeah, I mean, like there was one point where he just wiped combo from the little bit of cover spot on the left-hand side of point, and he seems really good at just playing obelisk. And I think
that's how you play the map. You play the obelisk. You make sure you're not peeking the sniper, and you kill anything that comes onto your combo. But the thing is, Farfa Toast, or Toast as George was calling him, he does the same thing. He was doing very much the same thing.
So we potentially got two quite heal-centric aggro heavies.
Yeah,
going toe to toe.
Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see them going against one another, especially on this heavy map. It will obviously matter a lot in the snipers. If the sniper can lock down this map, the heavy's not going to have very much fun at all.
Yeah, I saw some very good things from. I'm not sure what his currently alias stats, but it was Pineapple Man has no chill last game. I'm just going to call him Pineapple. He really was having an excellent game. I mean, Get XD, the sniper for Dud Squad. I mean, he was hitting a lot of hero shots, but I think a lot of the time he really struggled to stay alive. Whereas the Pineapple really had so much more space. I think mostly because his team was so much more coordinated in their pushes and taking ground, and their flank had also, like, their soldier got the top damage out of everyone on the server as well. Like, their soldier just demolished Pool.
Yeah,
there's so much space.
We'll see as well. I never paid much attention to the flank in either game, to be honest. I should have done, obviously, especially on the Lakeside game, because of what you were saying.
I think one of the things with the flank is if the flank is doing well and they're consistent, they are neglected by the casters a lot of the time. I think a lot of people just take the flank for granted, just doing their thing, holding off the other team's flank.
Yeah, until like a big play happens.
Yeah, until a huge bomb or a sack comes in, or they have to flash a scout in an Uber. But I think a lot of these newer teams, they're playing what would nowadays be called old meta. You know, like everyone's just strapped in their roles. The flank is always separate from the combo. I haven't seen many scout Ubers today, just from what I've seen. And the sniper plays quite far back as well. I haven't seen the combo sniper today really at all. The snipers have been really like all in their perches. And I think as I said, it's a lot like old meta. So it's quite hard to see what the flank are doing a lot of the time because you have to be focused just on the combo and the pick classes doing things.
Yeah, it's going to be much easier for a new team to just pick up the game and play these sorts of solid roles rather than having all this rotation between being in the combo and being outside of the combo. And it's working for them. They're doing a good job. If this is what they're happy doing, I don't see any reason to change that.
Oh, of course, it worked brilliantly for Mediocre Mercs. I think I think Dud Squad were tipped as quite a good team from the Upward game that I saw before. But
they struggled. They struggled against Fromp. Yeah, they struggled quite a lot.
Oh, it's Fromp. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I think Mediocre Mercs and Fromp, they're both two pretty good teams. Just got my team names mixed up there.
Right. Yeah. They both seem they seem to be teams that have done the research on how to play the format.
You can really see who's vocal on the side of Mediocre Mercs. Like the Heavy, I think, was really calling the shots just for them there.
Yeah. And like you said, if you have a team doing the same thing, even if it's maybe not quite the right thing, if they're doing the same thing, it's gonna work much better than a team that are all doing different things.
Oh, absolutely! I think that's where a lot of even the established teams as well. A lot of the newer teams just really trip up. It's there's people with different ideas of how the game should be played, and a lot of the times it's better to follow a bad call than to split your team. Yeah. There's nothing worse, particularly in Highlander, for your team to be half in and half out, because then you just you get staggered spawns especially as well, and it just goes terribly for you, no matter what division you're playing.
Yeah, that's what we're struggling with. They clearly had the strong calls from the demo man, but it wasn't the same cohesion. This cohesion that is coming from both of these teams, I think, will make this match a really, really close one, I think. I might be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, because I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm excited for a big quarter game. We got fresh casters, we got fresh players, whole host of new talent in the game.
Not fresh. The players have both.
New to competitive.
New to competitive, yeah.
There we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm still not entirely sure who to watch out for any of the team. Like you said, we said the Heavies very strong. The Snipers are also both very strong, but I'm not sure. Like I need to be paying more attention to the soldiers. Like I said, I think
MQQS was really just. He was consistent. I think he didn't make any flashy plays from what I've seen, but he was really just he was regulating the flank really well. And I think it really shows in his logs. I think he had 32 frags and 500 DPM. Like that's
DPM. I can't remember.
That's insane as a soldier. Like I know Lakeside is quite a flank centric map, but even so, that's still really really good.
Yeah. One thing that I'm not sure I'm not sure if this will happen this game, but last game the Mediocre Mercs they ran a level 3s and they put level 3s on the control point when they owned it.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm just going to call him Happier. That's the most salient word I can dig out of his name. But I think Happier really was really going quite ham with his DM NG plays. He was just with the Rescue Ranger just running at people, and he had his sentry up as well. And it really went for a good distraction play, if anything else. I mean, it really helped his team just to walk forward. And I think as well, like it's a lot how I don't know if anyone in the chat knows Seal who played for Strong Opinions in Europe. I mean, what he would used to do is he'd try and get himself shot. In a team fight, because it means if they're focusing your engineer, then they're not focusing on the stronger combat classes.
Yeah, it's something that's really useful for the engineers to be doing. It's another person that they have to worry about. It's the same idea that we're just talking about the teams doing the same thing. If everyone has is committed to a fight, you're just so much stronger. And if there's another person who's having real impact on a fight, even if it's just the engineer, it means so much to your team's efforts.
But I think especially so, we're in for a really interesting game here as well, because like as we're saying, we've got the both teams seemingly both teams knowing how to just all walk forward as a unit. But I think especially if both teams are quite heavy centric, that could play out in a very interesting manner, because obviously Heavy being the hit scan class that he is, he can only focus on one target at a time. So I think it'll be.
You think
interesting.
The demo man will matter?
I think the demos will matter a lot more of the AOE damage. The soldiers as well potentially in the pyro, just because the Heavy can only do so much.
Yeah, I mean the map's quite open, so which is why again Heavy's so strong, because the demo man isn't as strong.
Yeah, you've got all sorts of different perches and cover of Heavy to use as well, and it's very good. And we saw teams also holding pool as well, and Heavy's got some really good denial in pool as well. I mean, his only real weakness in pool is the fact that again it's enclosed and crits can catch you out. But I think the flank and the particularly the scout and the spy for Mediocre Mercs are doing a very good job of denying the crits.
I'm not sure if we'll see any crits plays this game. I'm not sure how Fromp will play King of the Hill, and whether they'll choose to run Crits Creek. I'm not sure whether in a situation where they are struggling to take control of the point, whether the Mediocre Mercs will decide to switch to crits. I think it'd be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how these teams play, because we haven't really seen many coordinated crits so far this game. It's mostly been this tournament. It's mostly been forced out crits. It's not been hype moments where you're thinking, "Here's the crits coming in," and you know that you've got to they've got to hit it. There's not been any of those. So I'll be interested to see if that happens.
Oh, exactly. As well, like we saw, even when the crits were coordinated, I think a lot of people forget that it's your job as your team to just make a big V shape around your crits, just to surround your own crits, so they can't get flanked by people. As your demo goes in,
that your demo man isn't getting focused.
Yes.
If your demo man walks in with crits and he dies, it's not a very good crits, is it?
Yes. Hopefully we'll see how these teams pan out soon enough, as we do have 18 on the server.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mess, this competition getting set up so far, but it seems that it's all coming into place now, and teams are getting onto the server a lot more consistently, and it should be a good game. I think
Yeah, I mean, I think I think these teams are clearly a lot more organised, so if we're getting fast ready ups, and as I say that, the teams have both readied up, so I'm going to watch Ginger on this rollout.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether they choose to still go to pool, and they seem to go pool in every rollout, but no, it seems that the Mediocre Ginger rolled out really quick. Ginger, the first time beating the enemy demo man to mid. And Ginger spamming into pool, denying the flank from red, and then rotating back round to his combo. Lots of space being taken on the point by the blue pyro, and Ginger spamming across the point as well onto the red combo. The pyro fight that Tubby Butter Seal managed to win out. They're heavy as well.
Yeah, I mean the first flag of the game was Torty, the Fromp sniper going down straight away there.
Oh, I missed that. That'll put blue at a huge advantage on this map here. This means that the blue sniper is just able to roam around, kill whatever he wants. Pineapple Man getting Totty again.
He's going to rotate over to pool now, see what he can get.
Yeah, and the soldier protecting as well. They meet the scout.
Oh, the soldier does go down actually.
Yeah,
and Pineapple Man might be caught out here.
Though with the point being owned by the Mediocre Mercs. The Uber coming out as well.
Of course, yeah, we say that, but look at the frags on the side of Fromp here, just demolishing Mediocre Mercs and taking his point again. There's a assault behind, but he's going to get cleaned up by the pyro fairly easily.
Yeah, that's
really
a very successful Uber from Fromp. The medic goes down on blue. It was a free Uber. They managed to use it to get the point. And now they're able to get into position, controlling the point. The spy might be going for a play here onto the combo. He's choosing to stay close. And you can see the Mediocre Mercs are trying to walk through main here.
Oh, look how aggressive the pyro is on China there. Takes out the soldier, but I don't think he'll get anything else. He's being chased by multiple players. And Torty goes down again to Pineapple Man. They're just looking to edge on the point, but the pyro's still behind. And he gets him so very weak, but he does have the Girardi and the scout to protect him and stay alive there.
Yeah, they managed to get the heavy pick very early into the fight there, and I think that the blue combo should have utilised that to go straight into them, don't really kill them, but they took a lot of spam. The spy's on the medic and he hasn't been caught out yet, and he gets the stab onto the medic, and then the demo man goes down as well, leaving only Monty, is that his name? The blue heavy on the point. And yeah, that was a good play by the spy, managing to allow the red team to hold on to the point.
Yeah, currently Mediocre Mercs are actually down a player. So and it looks like there's the pause coming out.
Yeah, well, it looks like with the sniper and the heavy on the point for Fromp.
Fromp are in a very good position here. I mean, they've got 100% advantage. They're just chilling on the point there with the heavy and their sniper. And there's no blue players near them at all. Fromp are just chilling here.
Well, you say that. Ginger looks like he's walking through main. The blue demo man. He looks like he's ready to walk in with his medic following him. Though it was very easy for Totty just to turn around and shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
that
really is the critical thing here. Like, I am wondering if Torty's going to be able to see that they're walking through main.
Yeah, he might have been in the middle of a rotate. You also see the Never Due is hiding on the health pack on ruins. He's on the right hand side for Red's team. He's hiding, waiting for a bomb. So when
I see that. Yeah.
You'll be able to. I reckon that he's going to go straight for Pineapple Man. I think. Maybe he'll go for the combo.
Yeah, we actually have both the spies actually just hiding. Like if you look, there's a Chimmer for Mediocre Merc just hiding. He's waiting for his chance to pick the demo behind point there. He's just sat on the stairs. Yeah,
the demo man's quite disconnected at the moment, but he might come forward, and I think the red demo man will come forward and he'll take the fight. I think this is a fight for Red still.
Reds certainly have the advantage in the fight, but I think if the sniper doesn't turn around in time, I genuinely think that Blue have got a good opportunity to try and get a force here.
Yeah, and on top of that, Chimmer does have the opportunity. Like, I think he could get a pretty safe decloak here. If the medic calling him out is a big issue, but he can walk behind the point, get the decloak, and maybe go for a play.
Oh yeah, especially if he syncs it up with his jumpers going in as well. Like you've got their team's a little bit split right now. I mean, they're also waiting for their soldier to come back. So that could really hinder them when going for the force. Like maybe if it was just like your engineer or something that timed out, it wouldn't really matter too much for the force. But I think with the soldier timed out, this is even more in the hands of Fromp. This is Fromp's point to lose here.
Yeah, I don't see them losing it. Not without hero play. Hero play is what they need, and I think Chimmer can get it. And Pineapple Man, if he rotates, can maybe get it. Pineapple Man has been winning the Sniper v Snipers so far. I haven't seen him do much other than win the Sniper v Snipers. I said that when he's won that, he's got so much room to work with. He can deny the point, but I haven't seen him do much other than win that. I might have been looking.
We saw in the last game we had Pineapple Man. Like he would always win the Sniper v Sniper, but I noticed that Get XD would really hit the flashy hero shots on people, whereas Pineapple Man I think plays a bit more conservative as Sniper. He just sits in the back lines and just takes pot shots at people. And I think he will get punished for it, I think, by a more coordinated team. They've got their spy, he's really got keeping tabs on the flank and the back line.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
He doesn't run Razorback either, he runs Jurati. So I think it'd be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm hearing apparently the PC hard crashed. So
blue screen of definite official, that's
yeah. So
that's tragic. That is. Could be here for some time then.
Going on for quite a while. I don't know what more to say about the current state. I think that what was the timeout before the pause? Was it relatively even? Because I can't see because obviously the HUD breaks during pauses.
I believe it was. I think we had. I think that maybe it was 2 minutes to Fromp on the clock to the 2:42 on Mediocre Mercs side.
Right. Okay.
But I think we've got as we said, we have got some quite interesting, potentially an interesting play happening through here. But I don't see Pelican forcing here. I think Pelican, if you look where he's standing, he's very safe here.
Yeah, with a heavy spun up right next to him. There's no soldier because he's disconnected. And I think get denied by this heavy.
On this map, though, I think there's a lot of players that are just sort of hiding, as you said, on the ruins as well. We've currently got a Pyro just chilling out in the water as well, doing his thing. There's
also the Scout in the water. I don't know if was this a fight that was going on, or was this a hiding Scout underwater? I'm not sure.
I think the Pyro's running the Annihilator. No, he isn't. see some Pyro Shark plays for Highlander.
Oh, I wish that there was more. I would have Gully. I wish that Gully Wash that would watch it so you could do things like that. Sort of things.
I thought the Gully Wash was the greatest map. I think the best
I never
iteration
got to play it. I was before my time.
It was before mine actually, but I believe I did play it once as a joke. But once we've seen the new and improved McLean versions of competitive maps, I think we'll have a lot of good things to see.
I mean,
when he blocked off
after Banny reviewed his process, I don't know if.
Of course, I think his reputation might be a bit tainted as a map maker after that.
Yeah, I would love to see more maps with water included, like an actual underwater. I've never played it. There's probably for a very good reason, mind you.
We put Palo Bad Water Rainy into the rotation.
No, I mean a serious map. I would love to see a serious map that's got water in it. Because it's just something I've never seen.
Yeah, I think maybe just a what is I just noticed the scout actually. I didn't even see him before. Like, he's on 10 health.
He's in water, like in the pool.
Yeah, he's just casually staring at the pyro there. But like, yeah, I mean, the pyro doesn't have a shotgun. He's got flare gun and degreaser. So I think the scout does have a chance to beat him. I think the pack isn't spawning for a while. I think Frosty Honey Juicy has got a bit of a chance to get hero play on the pyro here, but not too sure what else will get done after that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if he's been cut out by the pyro. The pyro is just because of the way he's looking. He doesn't know. I don't know whether he knows that there's a scout hiding in the water, or whether he's just DMing and he's like rotating around the pillar or something like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think it's one of the great tragedies of casting Highlander. I think if a pause goes on for a certain amount of time, people just run out of things to say. I think all that's really left is to be the fashion police here. We've got a nice Santa heavy on the point here. With his old man Frost hat. Yeah, I mean, Lakeside seems quite an arid environment over here.
Yeah, a bit warm.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Frosty Honey Juicy here. He's got his turtleneck and his jacket on. I think he's quite cozy in the water there.
Well, that'll weigh him down when he's in the water, though. If he's wearing too many clothes.
Well, I mean, he's already been down there for about 5 minutes now. Like, he seems to be quite good at holding his breath.
Yeah, maybe he's fine. I guess the Nedge, I'm not sure if that's how I would pronounce it, NEJ for the Red Scout. He's dressed a lot more. He's a hipster cheater. Yeah, and that's I think that's a lot more like the environment.
That really fits into TF2's shabby chic art style.
Demoland's got quite a nice unusual. Isn't that one that Woolen has as well? I might be wrong.
Oh, the cool chillo or something. I can't remember what it's called.
No, I'm looking at the blue demo man.
Yeah. There's so many.
I think Woolen has that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, chill. Like, there's been so many hats put into the game, like I can't even keep up anymore. Seems to be a new cosmetic at least every 2 weeks.
I guess the Red Soldier, Fromp Soldier never do. He's wearing this like the secret agent hat, which sort of works when he's hiding for a bomb.
Well, of course. I mean, you can never he's hiding in plain sight over there.
Yeah, that's exactly how you would...
I've just noticed here we've got a little over in the main for blue. We've got a little engineer putting up a little provision station for his team.
Where?
Just in the main for Mediocre Mercs. You've got their engineer just sticking with the combo.
I guess that's a good place for it, because then you'll be able to move it up when it's up.
I think Mr. Happier is my new favourite player on the server. I do like this man.
Make me happier or love. That's not a very nice name.
It's not a nice name, but he seems like a pretty nice guy. I mean, he's building a dispenser for his team, right? Like, you have to see past the surface with people.
Ah, right, I see.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't got an insight into... Like, this engineer can have a philosophy that's far superior to yours. Oh, we've got an unpause now.
Finally.
And the skull seemingly
Nedge is going for a play here. Nedge is on the medic. He's milked the medic, put the medic on to half health, and the demo man turned around for him.
Well, it looks like Shimmer has been caught out already as well. Yeah, but Frosty Honey Juicy actually was ignored by the pyro. So that's interesting there.
Although he seems to be going back in. Oh, well, that was a very good management with Frosty Honey Juicy managing to... I say get out, then he gets cleaned up by the Firefly Toast. Heavy on
Final man picking off the engineer and the sentry from balcony. Someone needs to stop this man very quickly, else he could be getting more picks. That's a huge amount of damage to the heavy as well.
Yeah,
he's just Pineapple Man is just chilling up there on the balcony. He's got
he gets the medic. Yeah,
huge play there, and the spy is on him, but it won't really matter too much. He's done his job for the entire game now.
Yeah. The pyro manages to come and get the medic, and he's made the demo man very weak. That was a very good play from Mr. 12, managing to shut down that aggression, but the heavy coming in onto the point managed to control the point. Pyro's still not being called out, and Pyro comes back onto the point, killing the heavy.
Like, despite the superior point play from Mediocre Mercs, they've just not de-ended this fight. I mean, it's sort of 9 as well, and Ginger's going to get out here as well. And they will lose a point right away again. And he's got a scout on him behind, and he will probably die to him. Yeah, he will.
I'm going to guess that was because that was obviously when the pause came in,
yes.
And that was why there was so much like lack of coordination during that push, and that's why the pyro went uncalled, because they needed the pause. So maybe that was why that point play failed. Tubby Better Seal's coming right in the point, right onto the medic.
Yeah, like their
He's gonna get
spice over
pulled up
before it
into it.
began as well. I mean, Red X picked up Mantil, the carry for the team. He's trying to go back for another stab here, and the medic does die as well, even without his input. Does get a shank on the demo there just to end the fight there. But yeah, like that as I said, that fight was over before it even began. I mean, the amount of picks that went down just off on the flank as well.
Nedge is picking up a lot of players, kills the spy, kills the engineer.
Oh no, the scout has lived for far too long on the medic here, but he is safe and sound in his dispenser. And Mantil all alone on the point, and the Uber does get flash, and yeah, that's very convincing round for Fromp, but again, there was the pause, so...
Yeah, I think when they've got the coordination, if they had the coordination that they have been having during that fight that the pause happened, and they had an extra player, that could have been a different round, I think. But I guess we'll see whether they can prove themselves this round.
Just realised actually, MQQS representing the shovel.
The shovel? Mm.
Yeah, he's running the shovel clan over here. And look how aggressive Pineapple Man is actually, like he's on the floor here. He does rotate back for a mate. That was interesting, very interesting angle there for his playing. He was playing on the floor as opposed to the balcony.
Yeah.
And Ginger is all in on his own with no support, doesn't even need the help to kill the heavy though, and he will rotate it back to the point trying to get damage behind it. But he's piping the Pyro down, interesting play. And he does eventually switch to stickies, and he's getting good damage on the medic. And the medic is, I think he might be making a mistake staying in here actually. I mean, Ginger hasn't got his team with him, but again, there is a sentry looking directly at the Pyro and the medic.
Like you're saying about the sniper on the floor, is that he was like, if he's choosing to play on the floor, that means he's not taking the sniper v sniper fights. He's wanting to kill other things that are contesting the point for his team, which is interesting.
But Pineapple is back on the balcony now, looking to see if he can get frags. He does pick up 2 quick frags there, just body shots on the flank, and he will be just peeking forward on the point there, and that will enable him to keep the point. But Mantle is so very weak, he might die here. No, he did get out.
Yeah, you very nearly picked off by the engineer. I think if the engineer knew how weak he was, he would have committed to that fight. Mantle just getting out and sandwiching.
Looks like a suicide wave for him coming in from Ginger. Pine Trees does force actually.
Yeah, getting the force. All the Ubers being used up on the heavy as well, which means that the medic has gone red, manages to get out, get the Uber advantage that he needs to be able to repush. Though we might be seeing a spy play from Chimmer here. He spies on the medic now.
Yeah, there's no sniper,
gets the
walk forward
backstab.
free.
Very big pick from Chimmer.
Another achievement coming out in chat here. MQQS getting Soldier Milestone 1. Congratulations.
So, well done, MQQS. Yeah, well, I think Chimmer's about to get the pick onto the sniper, and not before he manages to get the pick onto the medic. That was just a thought. He manages to kill the medic on blue.
Yeah, especially like maybe I think Pineapple's looking to try and equalise the situation, but his entire team is around him.
Yeah, well, it's a very messy DM fight. I didn't expect to see many messy DM fights in this game, but that's what it seems to be. Everything's just a bit messy. Everyone's just walking on the point.
It's very good to watch in Highlander, though, a good messy DM fight.
It can be. It depends. I think it depends on the classes involved.
It's very difficult to cast, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Well,
Ginger's looking to try and get through main here again, I think. Ginger's like looking to walk forward with his heavy, very aggressive here. But they're walking straight into a sniper, a heavy, and a pyro. I don't really think they really thought this play through, as they are going to get
It seems to be the favoured push from what's the name of the blue team again?
Mediocre Mercs. So they're just being given the space, and Mantil's here back in his spot, and they're getting the frags, the flank and the heavy, just destroying the combo.
Oh man, yeah, Mantil's like.
And the medic goes down Pineapple Man as well, right at the end there. Manages to get Pelican, the medic, there. And he gets a demo as well. Very good work from Pineapple. And that's a complete wipe, so they're just going to get nice and forward here, really comfortable on the point and reset. I think that pause from last time might have been instrumental there. It seems to be playing a lot more together now.
Yeah. Well, you say that. I was about to say that it's like the medic and the pyro pushed in from pool room, and then it was the demo man and the heavy pushing in from the left-hand side.
Very strange split pushes,
It was good coordination from the demo man and the heavy. Sometimes split pushes like that can also work because it
maybe this is just a split push team, you know?
They haven't been in the past. They seem to be very, very together in the past. Pineapple McMahon is locking down the pool room right now.
He's just chilling in his spot. He does get stabbed. Red X.
Very good pick from Red X.
Red X actually does get out as well. This is quite crucial here. But he goes for the teleporter pick rather than But the Uber does get forced here. Pine Trees does get forced, and he's got no one with him. There's only 3 people alive, and one of them is his soldier. So he's just got nothing around him. He does have to leave, but he's so late leaving, and he will get caught out by the heavy.
My HUD's not telling me what the Uber percentage is on red, but I'm assuming it's getting close to full. Yeah, it's 85% Uber for a red team, so... yeah, so red team, I think, are going to hold on to this point. There's a full...
Fromp's going for a play on Pineapple here. He's getting very aggressive.
Totti's going for a hero pick. Oh. He's been spotted out with the demo, but he doesn't know. Ginger's coming for Totti. And then the Pirate Wheel comes on. Totti is really, really roaming a lot right now. I think he was looking for like a hero play on the medic, and he never found it.
Well, we've got a lot of hero play so far, Stack. And look how far forward Mantle is. He does get the force out. The medic went down to 1 HP there, I think.
And Totti comes and picks off the medic as well, Pine Tree. So that's again very important.
Like, again, these are just the aggressive plays from Mantle that we were talking about. I mean, he's even taking the sniper's time here and the demo's time here, just by virtue of existing. And he might get the sniper. Oh, he didn't come into that fight in the end.
He didn't know he was.
Yeah. He will get cleaned up by the spy. But again, like Mantle, again with his very aggressive heavy plays, he just goes balls to the wall completely. Just goes in, puts on the big boy pants, and just carries his team.
Yeah, it's what you need. And like I said, you need a heavy that can control the map. The map's so big; it's so hard to control. If your heavy's doing that, you're going to have a much easier time. Never Dune was. I thought he was going to go get a good play on the demo there, but he doesn't manage to land on the high ground, and he gets cleaned up. So this flank is going to be a little more open. He's not really playing in a position to deny anything. He's sort of walking around, going for the hero play. He's going for a medic shot, I think, but he's going to get cleaned up by
the pyro,
Yeah, and the pyro.
Questionable plays from Dorsey there, but. And yeah, now it's sniper advantage to Mediocre Mercs as they try and get onto this point. Again, there's only 30 seconds left for both teams, so it's still anybody's game at this point.
The dispenser that the medic was hiding goes down and forces the medic to play in a much more passive position where he can't heal its combos reliably. They're not really capitalising on the space that they had. Now that the red spawners are coming back in, they're taking control of the pool, they're taking control of the point, they're re-establishing themselves as the people in control of the map. And this point is
it's just the end time now. MQQS crucially is still alive, but he probably will get caught by the demo
Mantle's walking for the point. He misses the stairs. He was so close to getting on the time. But the Uber, he didn't have a chance anyway. The Uber
painful. That is
going to come out.
Yeah, Mediocre Mercs. Yeah, I think they've maybe lost a bit of their spark of coordination that we saw in the previous games.
Yeah.
But I think credit where it's due though. Red Team Fromp really did do a very good work of cleaning up just roaming players.
Yeah,
they really are with the driving seat here. I mean, the time I think makes it look a lot closer than it really is.
Yeah, it was. You say that. I think a few things could be changed. A few small things could be changed. I think that the blue team can still.
The medic's so weak. Ginger gets a huge stick on him.
Or is it stick?
Yeah, same weapon.
He gets damaged up, and they seem to be.
But crucially now he's taking one with the damage, and he does make him back out.
Chimmer's on the medic now, and Ginger's spamming as well. Gets picked off by Totti, who's playing now on mid-back, so he got picked off from main. Totti's helping.
And we're Mantle down as well.
And
I think
the butter knife play from Chimmer onto the medic. He manages to pick up the medic during that fight, and I think this is the point for blue. But Pinties is very weak on the point. With not many people to protect him. There's a scout.
The engineer goes down as well. Again, it was very messy. But I think Chimmer at the end there really saved that mid for his team. They had very bad numbers, but Chimmer right at the end there took out the Achilles heel. Took out the heels.
He took the focus from the team for so long. The sniper wasn't able to take the fights he needed to because his medic was dying. He went and chased after the spy instead, and it meant that blue was able to take the point. It looks like Mantle's able to just.
Pineapple does win that 1v1 against that spy as well.
The Uber
does get forced down. That's just what they wanted.
That was a good force. But it looks like they're going to have to back out with it.
But Pelican is backing out, albeit slowly, but is backing out. Or this is interesting. Questionable play. Pelican just staying with his heavy.
I don't feel like there's a real bit of coordination here. They don't really know if they want to back out or lose the point.
But we're just seeing a mirror of the last round, actually, where it's just people having different ways that, as we said in pre-game, there's just that risk of newer teams, people got different ideas of playing the game.
Tex,
really the team is split.
Getting loads of damage onto Mantle, managing to pick off the heavy. And that'll open up the point for his team if he only gets the spawns in, although he commits a little bit too much and he dies a bit early. Totti at the moment's playing on the right hand side on the middle bats now. He's going for picks. He just missed the shot on the medic. He's going for another one. And we'll see if he
does have a scout on him.
He's trying so hard for this medic to pick the soldier on the medic as well. There seems to be a load of focus on the medic. The medic manages to get out with not much health lost. heavy happening right now with Farfar
Pine Trees is in a very awkward position. He does get the Uber in the end. That could have been very awkward there, as it's standing at 97% behind the point of just only an engineer for company.
Yeah,
and a superior respawn to Red as well.
They should be using it to deny this point here. And they use it. The sniper and the point, heavy on the point, they're both very, very weak.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of cap time for Red,
and he dies.
MQQS, on a 7k now. I mean, he's playing combo soldier at the moment, and he's having a good time with it.
Yeah, he was doing very good work there with the heals.
His medic does go down. Yeah, I think now here comes the claps from Fromp. Oh, the pyro behind!
Oh, I missed that.
Tubby Butterseal just goes behind and just kills everyone.
Wow, okay. I was about to say, we were saying about how one-sided it was. That's the first time that Red have controlled the point this game, and they're losing it now. That was the first capture that Red had this game, and
yeah, we're doing a mirror of the first round, where every time they cap, they just instantly get just crushed.
Yeah,
just collapsed on behind the point.
The tables have completely turned. Shimmer's about to go for the play on the sniper, I think.
Oh, and Ginge 25 health does get picked up. Look at Torty, he's so aggressive in pull here. He does miss the hero shot, sadly, but he's safe from his team.
Yeah, the team rotated to help him. The spy was going to go for the play on Torty, but the team was there.
And look, Pose is so aggressive as well, just, pummeling this pirate down. And the snipers, they're doing a split push as well. Their sniper, that Durante could be huge. The Milk and Durante, they're really combined to take
Mantle's going for a play on the point.
Is Mantle going to get it?
He's not focusing on targets enough. He was changing his targets, and as a result, it's making things individually weak.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there. I think there just weren't any focus calls there. Again, it's really good. Again, if new to Highlander, just call people's health, what damage you do. You're helping so much by doing it.
Yeah, if you, it's the same thing you said in pre-game. Everyone doing the same thing, even if it's shooting the same person. It helps. A huge bomb coming in from MPQS.
Look at the frags coming out here. Everyone's dead apart from the assassination classes, and Torty will go down here. It's just the spy up. See if he can get any plays here.
Yeah, that was all opened up by MPQS there. He comes in, huge bomb, drops the medic, dies for it.
Oh, Red X! He gets two shanks on the head. That's painful. That is.
Yeah. Okay, the bomb comes in for the demo man, gets denied by Mantle.
Well, very well denied by Mantle, and that will be the first round, Mediocre Mercs.
Yeah.
They seem to really got on their act together here. They're really so much better at collapsing on teams now than the last round.
There's a clear change. They've changed the coordination. They seem to be much more.
Could have a game on our hands now. Ginger opting to waddle to mid actually. Interesting.
If you're not confident and you want to make sure that you're arriving the mid on full health and you're having problems with rollout, I can understand it. Though he does
go down. It wasn't buffed. But Mantle's in his spot though.
Yeah, he likes that spot. He's been doing lots of work in that spot. MQQS seems to have won the flank fight for his team. They both. Oh goodness! A heavy pitch coming out from Toast.
Toast is the Mantle's opposite number, using his own spot against his team. Yeah. It's a great effect there, just mowing down his enemies.
I wonder if Toast learned that from Mantle this game.
We could have some big brain heavy strats coming out here.
At the moment, it's Pineapple manages to gets a headshot, I think, on the engineer, was it? I'm not sure. Neverdew quickly realizes the sniper's there.
It did look promising for a moment. Did a good job. But Fromp's on the medic. Shimmer picks off Pelican. That was beautiful. Actually, I was just saying how Red Team did such a good job of splitting the team, but the focus again has been split, and the medic was just not checking his back. And now the clap's coming out from
Mantle killing the scout and the Gamma Man.
Very good work from Mantle.
Which are probably the two strongest classes in Highlander apart from Sniper.
Crucially though, there are superior respawns up on the side of Fromp. See if they capitalise on that, but Toast does go down. It's going to be difficult to push that.
Pineapple Man is playing in a position,
or
he was playing in a position that he could deny a lot of space. So he still is now. He's playing in a position. He sees Torty there. I think there's a sniper going to be coming out. No, Torty isn't interested in taking it. He wants to go in the pool. He wants to go for the hero playing the medic.
The medic is alone, and the spy is chasing him.
He misses it again. I'm not sure if the blue medic's aware that he's been watching the sniper. He's sitting at 96%, 99% on the medic. And if Torty had managed to hit one of those shots, then it would have been a very different story for this team. Toast is walking up the point now as well, gets a bit of damage into the
Mantle looking to deny, but no, he doesn't have the cover. Toast is just farming now, I think.
Yeah. He's really stepped up his game. Toast going for the play on the point behind the Uber charge. And the Ubercharge isn't turning around for him either. And he managed to pick up Ginger.
Toast!
Yeah, you see Jess coming in post Uber, trying to make the play for his team, but now he gets cleared up by the scout.
Yeah, that'll be the point going back into the favour of red, thanks to Toast and Teps. Just splitting the focus of the Ubercharge. They didn't hear the red heavy behind them, seemingly.
It's hard to hear it over the comms sometimes. It's now the superior respawns are coming in favour of blue. They're taking the space. They really seem to like pushing from Tilden. Though Toti gets to pick onto the soldier. I thought it was the medic.
I did for a second as well, actually. There,
yeah,
but he's got a scout for company now, and he probably will go down to him.
Yeah, the Uber comes out. Pine Trees gets very weak, manages to pick up the health pack, but the down man's getting juggled.
Look at Mantle. Oh, he fired his gun. He showed himself.
Yeah, well, the other, and on top of that, the down man on blue manages to pick up Lilin Le Pelican, Leakan Le Pelican for blue. So both medics are down.
Yeah, very small advantage for Pine Trees. Won't matter too much, really.
Pineapple gets a fully charged body shot into Teps. Looking very weak.
Shimmer here, he does get the heavy in the end. Shimmer just farming again. They really have to keep tabs on him.
Yeah, it's the medic goes down to the sniper as well. The blue medic goes down to Toti. Toti is sitting on the ruins here.
We've got some real back and forth action here, really.
Yeah,
very good
there's
round
just so many
far.
picks coming out. It's a messy DM fight, and constantly at the moment. And yeah,
there's Ginger here just spamming through main, but the pirate is denying his spam, and he will go down to Teps there.
I was really impressed with Mantle there. He caught out the spy, I think, when he was cloaked, and nearly managed to finish him off when he was cloaked. But
again, because he's looking at the spy, he isn't focusing on the point here. I mean, he does come in late, and he does get the heavy, so that's pretty good. But Mantle wants to go aggressive here on the point here, and his team
they managed to hold the point.
He's yelling at his team to recommit. Not really playing too well. Well, I say that they just collapse onto it, and Mantle will probably get a demo here.
Oh, the spy gets the medic as well. And here's the spy coming back on the point, going for Mantle, but Mantle, he knows that the spy's there. He turns down, he kills the spy.
Mantle's too smart for the red X there.
Yeah, and here comes Nevergy on the point. Mantle wasn't prepared for the jump. He gets put very weak. I think he's going to sandwich on the point.
No, he will dive to the engineer here, and the claps coming in from Reggie. They know they've got a numbers advantage. We got the engineer combo here. He's going to try and wrench the scout down.
And now there's like a minute on the clock, just over for red. Just 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
if red hold this, they win this round.
Torty on the med. Torty hit the shot. He does not. He can't hit the shot there. But again, it's 100% advantage, pretty much, for red team. And Mr. 12 the pyro from
the red soldier with a huge bomb, and he managed. He predicted the medic coming out of tunnel, and he lands, I think, 2 rockets on him, maybe 3 rockets, kills the medic. Right as coming back.
The medic. Oh, Shimmer gets the medic there. Huge play from Shimmer, equalising the point for him. And Shimmer hasn't been spotted by the engineer. He will get him. There is still a level 3 sentry to contend with, though, but there's very few alive for the red team here. And Shimmer will get that sap on the sentry, and there's a sniper hiding in the Spencer. But again, this really is Blue's game to lose here. They've got such superior respawns, but they're just split. The medic is on the other side of the point to his team. He's on the red side, and very scrappy plays, and he does catch a pipe in the process. And he will go down to the pyro. Oh, that's tragic, that is.
Yeah,
Mantil will probably win this fight for his team here.
I don't know, the heavies. Toast took an arrow there.
Superior coordination there, and that probably will be all she wrote.
They need to contest right now.
Toast maybe.
MQQS comes in on the point.
He does get piped down. Yeah, that was at the end there. I'm not sure if he caught that, but Pine Trees was just completely isolated from his team. He walked through pool onto the other side of the point, so red side of the point, and just tried to peel the soldier that was on that. The medic was the furthest person forward for their team by about 20 yards or so.
It turned into such a scrappy game at the end, so scrappy.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite hard to really follow what was going on a lot, because I think there were just so many picks going out.
Yeah, it was medic dying after medic dying after medic dying. I think that It was interesting. Mantle was doing a lot of work. Toast was doing a lot of work. The soldiers were doing a lot of work. Particularly, I think the reason that the team won, and it doesn't show in the scoreboards. Maybe it'll show in the logs if we can get the logs up. But it was the sniper Totty was getting a lot of picks. He was going for hero plays. He was hitting some of them. I saw a lot of picks going out for Totty that I didn't really see for Pineapple Man.
Yeah, I think again, like. I think I was correct in my analysis of Pineapple. I think he does play a lot more consistent conservative sniper, a bit like about like how Cloudy plays in Europe. I mean, I know a lot of snipers in America. They do like to go for the flashy plays. They like to get very aggressive and take these fights. But I think in Europe, what a lot of snipers like to do is they like to just sit in the back, take a lot of heals, and just play around their team. Yeah, just control territory. Like, just by the sniper being alive, they're just doing a lot of work for their team.
Well, we've got the logs up now, and I think your favourite player, Mantle, is showing through in the frags here. Solar. There's more. There's people with more frags than average, but Mantle, he did quite a lot. So did Toast. Lots of
like MQQS again, just again showing how dominant he was on Soldier. Like I noticed he did take a lot of heals as Soldier actually.
Yeah, he was playing with a shotgun, and he seemed to be coming to the combo quite often. It was a strange playstyle, but
I think Mediocre Mercs will be kicking themselves after that last round though, because that really was like after Chimmer's stab onto Pelican there, like that was a big drop there.
I think it was a learning experience for both teams.
Yeah, for both, sure. I mean, like both teams learning experience, but I think they really will be kicking themselves after that.
Yeah,
because that really was their map to lose there.
Yeah, I think an unsung hero in the logs I'd say is Teps, the red demo man. He was getting a lot of damage. He was killing a lot. He wasn't dying as much. I think he's.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I didn't really notice the log showing. He did a lot of work, top kills and top DPM, and like he had
one of the lowest deaths on the server as well.
Yeah, I think again, matters
because he's alive a lot. He's just putting out the damage. He's getting the kills. He's not dying. That's everything you want from a demo man. And he's doing that very well.
It's sometimes quite difficult to focus on the demos though. I think in a game that was really like that back and forth and scrappy, like a consistent force for your team is a lot harder to see than just like a spy just declick on top of it and standing in.
Sort of the flashy plays.
Yeah. But yeah, like Tep's certainly like showing his worth for his team there.
Yeah. Ginger was doing work as well, mind you, but it was not. Like you see, Ginger's dying. He's not getting as many kills. He's got lower damage. He was playing with his team, but I think Mantle really takes the spot for the combo player on what's the name?
But I think as well, like I think one thing that's really quite telling from the logs here is that Mantle like took significantly less heals than last game. I think he had 40% heals in the last game that you and George by cast, but he only got 21. He only got 21% heals, but he still got the frags and a lot of assists as well.
It's not unheard of for a heavy to get that few heals on the cost.
I think as well, like it maybe proves our hypothesis wrong. Like maybe he isn't relying on the heals so much. He's just relying on his own just DM and being aggressive at the right times.
You can be aggressive without the heals on heavy.
Yeah.
You just have to have the right sort of coordination with your team, and he obviously did. It could have been because MQQS was taking 16% heals, which is very high. You usually don't see that from a soldier. Usually it's about 10% most. So you say that never do get taking more heals than Teps. The soldier on red taking 19% heals. That's very high heal stats from both soldiers. But
well, I think if you got the DM for it and your team's prepared to work around it, I mean it can work fine. I think the issue wasn't the soldier playing a combo. I think it was the fact that there was, I think from both teams actually, I think one reason why it was so scrappy, all the team fights, there wasn't really many calls on who was behind their Ubers. You know, like we saw, the heavy was just hiding behind the Uber, and he just cleans out the demo of the medic afterwards, just for free.
It's going to be hard for a newer team without that sort of coordination to know when to be quiet. Is you got 9 people in the server during a push, everyone's going to be shouting things, right? And so things like that will just go unheard. But yeah, it was very scrappy team fights, and it was very weird because never seen that from either of the teams so far. The scrappy fights, it's mostly been the sort of controlled games. Yeah, it was very interesting.
I think these teams, they were much no disrespect, but they were much closer matched. I think it's like some of the games that we've seen have been a little bit of a roll either way. But I think when you have two teams that, as we've seen so far, have been so well coordinated, I think sometimes a little bit of chaos can go a long way if you have two teams that are coordinated well.
It shows what teams can cope well in those situations. Like one team might have the better. I think these could be teams that we see in the finals. I haven't seen all the teams yet, but I think these are contenders. So it'd be interesting to see how
I'd like to see more payload.
Games. Yeah,
payload matchup between teams is very interesting.
So yeah, we're going to go to a break now. We're going to Borneo next round, and we will see you there. This is the Highlander, what's it called again? Highlander Newbie Competitive Newbie Cup, and it's sponsored by, is it STN Trading?
Yes.
I think I remember the sponsor right. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you later.
I hope to see you soon.